Hey guys, Firestarter here. There's been some weird stuff going on about Star Wars. People are getting these units, and I think some of the units are saying that they're like manufactured from like 2019. Um, uh, okay, so I'm finding it a little strange. Like people are getting these, and apparently it's saying 08 2019. I think some people also got 2021. Um, so yeah, I don't know what to think. It's so odd because the release date of this cab was October of 2019. Um, so I found it hard to believe they have old stock from 3 years and 3 months ago. Like we're talking a very long time ago. And I'm almost wondering. So the thing is, I don't know what the rules are because this is the exact same product. So I don't know, like, do you leave everything? Like, do you leave the old date even if you do a run later on? Because the copyright is from 2019. So if you don't change anything, and this is where I don't know the laws enough about this kind of stuff, where are you are you legally bound to keep it the same? And the way John D kind of he talked about this, I can't remember which stream it was, but he's like, "Oh, that looks like, that looks like the old SKU. Maybe they just put the old one out there and this is the exact same cab and Best Buy had the old SKUs. So if SKU numbers and the little things you pick up to pay were the same, which makes me which makes me think that even if you make a run now, you put the copyright of the date that you created it, which kind of to me seems like it would make sense. I unfortunately don't know 100% if that is how it works, but I everyone is talking, oh, this is just old stock. How do you have old stock from over 3 years ago? Another thing John has said over these over 3 years is they've noticed how these sell more on secondary markets, how these sell more on eBay, how they're looking at doing more runs. You think they would have let this go for 3 years, especially if they had old stock? I just don't buy it. And a lot of people are believing it. And I wish I knew I'm assuming their FCC rules on when you copyright something. Maybe it does keep the date. I don't really know that stuff, but if anyone actually knows that kind of stuff, I think it'd be pretty good if they would come out and talk about it because I I believe that more than I believe this is just old stock, and to just think this is old stock is kind of feels like a stretch, man. Like, why would they keep old stock? They know the community wants this. They see the markup. They could have made money. They could have done many runs of this and made a ton of money. I don't understand how you supposedly hold on to old stock or you find old stock and now you're suddenly putting out old stock when there's been multiple uh, landings of these at the LA docks. Like it's just too coincidental. It just seems so far fetched. I'm amazed that people are just believing that and they're adamant that it's just old stock. They're not actually thinking, well, maybe this could be that you have to put the copyright of the old stuff. Um, but I guess the build date is 2019, so it seems odd to me, but I don't know, man. It just seems a bit odd to me. Just seems. And I was thinking about something. I was wondering if this is maybe are they going to throw us for a loophole? Because the the tweet made it seem like it's Star Wars. So as of right now, the only surprise would be if it's not Star Wars. And then I started to think, well, wait a minute. With all these coming out and all this weirdness and people saying it's old stock and maybe it is, are they going to blow us away on Monday? Are they going to come out with a Star Wars Deluxe? And they went and if they did have old stock, they made sure they got sold before this Deluxe comes out on Monday, which, don't get me wrong, is going to piss off people to no end if that actually ends up being the case. But I think you were going to piss off people either way. So I don't really know what's going on. I almost could expect, if I saw a Deluxe Star Wars on Monday, I would actually I'd actually be quite surprised and quite almost give them credit, because they've made it that, like, it should be Star Wars on Monday. But if they dupe you and like it's a Star Wars Deluxe and they actually have something more to say, like with the Deluxe cabs that just came out, that's another thing. Like, these Deluxe cabs just got announced, and now you're getting this re-release of Star Wars. So if Monday ends up being a Star Wars Deluxe, I think they will piss off people, but I think people will be in pretty good shock. And I think it would do better for them than the positive would outweigh the negative, I think, in some ways, because I think some people wanted this cab no matter what. And if you did somehow still had old ones, it was good you got it out of the way. Now, based on their track record, I'm kind of just expecting it to be regular Star Wars and be like every other announcement where we already know what it is. They announce it and most people are like, yep, that's kind of what we expected. But I'm kind of hoping now that it's like a Star Wars Deluxe. And part of me is that the way the cab looks, and I know some people are saying, oh, they might have just put whatever cab on there, but I don't know, man. Like, they thought about the Star Wars stuff. I don't know how you just put any old cab on there. That seems a bit much to me. So I'm kind of hoping for a Star Wars Deluxe on Monday, and then I'll be kind of happy that I wasn't able to get one from Best Buy of the old ones, because I really like the Deluxe form factor. So I guess we'll see on Monday. I'm almost expecting them to announce two things before this. Before this, I thought they were going to announce like the regular Star Wars and then maybe like Street Fighter Pro, because that's been kind of talked about, or even like Time Crisis in a deluxe cabinet. I'm hoping for Star Wars and then either Street Fighter Pro Deluxe or Time Crisis Deluxe. I'm kind of hoping there's something beyond Star Wars, but if it becomes just one product, I'm kind of hoping it's a Deluxe Star Wars, because that form factor, I think, is the way to go. It would be a Deluxe, right? Yeah, it would probably be a Deluxe. They could if it was a Star Wars Pro, that would blow me away, but I doubt it's going to be it. Everything seems to be pointing towards a Street Fighter Pro next. Okay, well, that's all I was going to talk about today, guys. And I guess I'll see you guys on Monday for the reveal. Just something I was thinking about with everything that's been going on. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, do all that YouTube jazz, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.